Hello, I'm Professor Stephen Moore. I'd like to welcome you to Introduction to Engineering. I'd like to spend a few minutes going over the course webpage and also some time to give you a brief overview of the syllabus. Okay, so when you first come into the course webpage, what you're going to see is any announcements that I have. So you'll see things such as, the quiz dates, exam dates will be in here, and any other things that come up. Basic idea. The course structure, what it will be well, we have the syllabus here, but the course content is like the main page. And so if you click on that, right now I've put in just the first 2 weeks, what you're responsible for. I also have another video here for chapter 2. But basically this tells you, week 1, whatever week it is, week 1, week 2. And basically I start them from Monday and go through to Sunday being the last day, okay? There'll also be, when there are exams and quizzes come up, you'll have links over on the left-hand side. And with the quizzes, I'll give you at least a week before. You'll know about a week ahead of time before I actually give you the quiz. And at least a week. It could be more than a week. And exams, you'll have at least 2 weeks, okay? Now, the way these are going to be done is they'll be done online, and you'll be time limited. So, it may be like over a period of a few days, you have to take the exam, right? Within a period of, like, let's say 5 days or 3 to 5 days. I haven't decided exactly how many days I'll give you yet. But basically, once you start, you hit the timer, you have 3 hours to complete it, okay? So that's how we'll do it. And I'll provide you with more information as we get closer to that, all right? The next thing is the lecture slides. So lecture slides will be here. Right now I just put chapter 1 and chapter 2, okay? Homework assignments. So here's the homework assignments that I'll give you. And it gives you the due date. So the first one, all you have to do is read the syllabus, and you just go through, the link here and submit a message saying you read it, okay? The next one is going to be due in 2 weeks, September 12th. And I'll also you'll see solutions. Before any of these are due, you'll have the solutions up here so you can take a look at that, okay? Useful web links. So as we go through the course, I'll find post things that will be helpful for different topics that we're covering. It could be, there's some additional YouTube videos that other people have created that I thought are useful, or links to websites that may be useful to help you solve some of the problems. Okay. Any other handouts that I have, I'll provide here. And discussion board. So if you have questions, you can actually post the question on a discussion board, and any other student can respond to it, or myself. And the only thing is, with quizzes and exams, you cannot post anything on discussion board, okay? Now, with the homework assignments, you can work with others on that if you want to. When it comes to the quizzes and exams, you'll have to work on your own, okay? One of the things you'll find on here is you'll also be able to take a look at your grades, okay? You go through my grades and see that, okay? But that's basically how it will be. You'll see links over here. The main one is the course content. This will make sure you keep up to date with the material that's required up to that point. Okay. Okay. So here's the syllabus, and you'll get to this through the syllabus link. Okay. So this course is entirely online. There's no specific meeting times associated with it, but you should keep up with the material as we go along. You could expect, I would say, between 5 and 10 hours a week you should be spending on the course. And it really depends upon your background and how quickly you can catch on to the material in regards to how much time you really need to spend, okay? All right, so here's just my contact information. You can leave a message through that phone or voicemail. At this point, I don't have any plans on going to campus, but that can change, so we'll see. We can also do an online meeting if needed, and I have done some of those in the past where students had specific questions. Okay, so course description, prerequisites. This is right other course catalog. or the um, okay. And here's some of the objectives, some of the main points. The textbook, okay, that we use in the course, and Blackboard Learn, right? This is where we'll be, you'll be doing, the work for the course and keeping up with everything. So this is all the information typically that goes out there: syllabus, lecture slides, grades, class handouts, assignments, plus the course content, which will you'll be able to keep up with by following along with that. All right. Okay, so grading and notation. Some of this information is directly from the syllabus template that was provided by the school. One of the things you need to do is you need to have some class participation by Wednesday, September 8th. And for us, it's just read the syllabus and say you read the syllabus, right? That's good enough. That gives you 5 points out of 1,000 for the class to start with, right? Okay. And so it's based out of 1,000 points. Homework total will be 150 points. So this should be, pretty easy for you to do this. To meet this requirement, of course, it's by attempt. The solutions will be given to you before it's due, at least a few days before it's due also. So you shouldn't have any problem with that. All right. The next will be, we'll have 3 quizzes throughout the semester. And like I said before, I'm going to let you know at least a week ahead of time. Then we'll have a midterm, which is about halfway through the course. And then we'll have a final exam, okay? And they'll be time limited. I don't want to have any specific times yet, but typically it's been like, this is like 3 hours and the quiz is like an hour and a half, let's say, okay? Where once you click start, you have that much time to complete it. So you'd have everything prepared beforehand. You can use your notes and you can look up things online if you want. Of course, the problems, I'm creating them, so they'll, you couldn't look up the particular solution, but you can look up information as needed, okay? And here's the standard grading for that, okay? One of the things you really want to pay attention to is, meet the deadlines for the homework. It shouldn't be any problem. Like I said here, I'm going to post them prior to the due date. And then the exams and quizzes will be timed. You'll be docked 10% for every hour late, so 1% for every 6 minutes. A few minutes over, I'm not going to worry about that too much, but so you really want to try to get that in. And one of the things to really pay attention to is you want to make an attempt on every problem, okay? Like a reasonable attempt. You can't give you partial credit if you don't even try it. So you can always have partial credit for attempt, okay? Attendance policy, okay. Like I said, this stuff is straight from so a lot of this is straight from the template that was given to us, okay? And one of the notes I put here, like I said, you can collaborate on homework assignments. Quiz and exams have to be your own work, all right? There's some other Title IX requirements. And any issues with Title IX, harassment, sexual misconduct reporting, you can actually contact our academic dean, Salma, to report directly or to communicate any issues you might have. All right, incomplete. So any extenuating circumstances for whatever reason you couldn't complete the coursework on time, this is always an option, okay? All right, audit, if you need to take an audit, okay? Withdrawal policy. So this appears to be a bit different than what we've had in the past, okay? This is given, no course withdrawals except once 80% of the abbreviated term has passed, okay? Oh, so these are late start courses, you don't worry about this, but it doesn't really matter. It's 80%, okay? So even for 4 hours, okay? You can appeal this, all right? But it's 80%. That's something that appears to be new this semester, all right? And you need to contact the registrar for that, right? Okay, so these are some of the dates for withdrawal. And for us, it's the 16-week session. So it looks like it's going to be November 12th. All right, so pay attention to that. Class cancellation, that shouldn't apply to us at all. We have no specific times. Okay, so if you have a disability or you need some academic adjustments, contact Joe Navarra, and he can help set that up for you. And what they do is they contact the instructor directly. Okay, undocumented students. So you can also talk. So if you're an undocumented student and you want more information, there's more information on the website. And also, you could contact the Dean of Student Services office um, if you need to. Okay. And here's just a quick overview, tentative schedule. And, what we usually are is we'll get through pretty much everything all the way through chapter 7. And chapter 8, 9, and 10, usually these are just, small pieces of these particular chapters. It might only be one section from each one. Okay. But, you know, everything goes well, we'll get all the way through 7 completely, and then a little bit from 8, 9, and 10. All right. And that's pretty much it.